Number 222 in the Masters of Cinema series, again from this fantastic Buster Keaton set, is Seven Chances. One that I felt was a little bit different than some of the other Buster Keaton movies I had seen. For the most part, he is with the same kind of guy at the start, his financial partner. The two of these guys have made into a deal where they're going to end up in bankruptcy if they don't figure out something. We get a lot of thing at the start where somebody comes to see him and he doesn't want to see him because he thinks it may be somebody from the courts. Turns out that it is someone that has the last will and testament of one of his relatives. Now, there's a little caveat here. He has just inherited $7 million. This is going to solve all their problems. There's just one small caveat. On his 27th birthday, by 7 p.m. that night, he has to have married somebody. And as it turns out, today is his 27th birthday and the time is ticking for him to find his bride. And he goes to the person he's been courting, the person that he loves, and because of the way he phrases things, which is very unusual for a silent film, he makes a misunderstanding and puts her back up, and from an initial yes, he somehow manages to change that into a no, and now he finds himself against the ropes. He has to somehow find someone before 7 o'clock to marry, to inherit this money that is going to save his reputation, his future, whatever. And we have a series of 7 chances, where the title comes from, where he goes to a club and he knows 7 people, and it's these 7 people he's going to ask to marry him. And wouldn't you know it, every single one just kind of laughs in his face at him, making fun of him. And he just can't understand why he can't find somebody. And he's just asking people out the blue if they'll marry him, and he gets knocked back in a series of funny ways. Now his partner decides to put an advertisement in the paper saying that this man is going to inherit $7 million if he marries somebody, and he ends up at the church with a gargantuan group of women desperate for this financial security to marry this man he have never met before. Of course, his love has decided to, change her mind. She's realised that she never listened to the full story. She made a snap judgment, and she sends someone to send a message to him to say, yeah, you know what, let's talk this out and fix the problem. But it just turns into a fantastic end sequence where I was along with the movie for the first half. I was kind of enjoying it. When we got to that last half, when we get to the church, I feel it just jumps and elevates in its stature and becomes something that's far brilliant. There is this one amazing shot where it's just like a tracking shot down the street as the camera kind of elevates a little bit as it's following him, and we know that behind him is a ridiculous amount of women extras. I mean, must have been a good 1,000 or 2 there following him, and when he finally sees it, the camera's up high, there's lots of people behind him, it's a massive street, people watching, they begin to chase him, and we get into an end sequence that is just simply glorious to watch. He is being chased by these women, and we get into all kinds of typical Keaton shenanigans as he's been lifted by a crane, spun round, dropped as he jumps over terrain. He's running across the mountains, he's running down the mountains, and a absolutely fantastic sequence as these small boulders hit larger boulders, hit bigger boulders, to ultimately he finds himself running down a mountain in a landslide, chasing away from all this. And it's wonderfully set up and it's expertly executed, and it's just a joy to watch. There are other expert sequences throughout the movie as well that I won't get into, but I found this was a little bit of a step up from The Navigator, and I just loved where it went. It had a proper build-up, good pacing, and a nice story at the heart of it. A sweet kind of story as well of, he wants the money, but he also only wants to marry his true love. It's the kind of people around about him that are cajoling him and pushing him into these situations. And again, I don't know if I said it in my last review for these, but I should say it, the transfers are from 4K restorations, and they are stunning to watch, absolutely gorgeous. Have you seen Seven Chances? Where do you think it falls in Buster Keaton's filmography? Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.